Here come the Gobbos versus, the High Elves, the Stinky Elves. Although they kind of look like, their headpieces remind me of Custodians. If you ever looked at Custodian Guard on 40k, their helms look exactly like that. Pretty sure it's the same, I wouldn't say the same design, but they're definitely similar. Alright, me versus Eric the Horrendous. My goblins. Basically, this is Archer Tide, Archer maxing, and seeing if the elves can handle it. Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors, I know, so confusing. Trying to take the point. They should be able to beat my archers if they don't get caught. You got 4 fanatics, the war boss to punish anyone trying to come in. Any phoenixes trying to drop in. But it's Altharion. Altharion's just, he's gonna stay alive, he's gonna be annoying. Uses goofy Mistwalker's barrage and all that fun stuff. Alright, both of us are gonna move on to the points. I don't see anything, but I know he's capturing, so there's gotta be at least 1 to 2 Shadow Walkers. The fact they capped it so quick tells me there's more, and we can just keep pushing. Just screen them out. If we lose 1 Goblin unit, so be it. It's not the end of the world. It's only 375. Him losing a Shadow Walker or a Shadow Warrior, that's what? 1,000? Minimum? Yeah, it's gonna be good money there. Alright, he uses his Arcane Unforgiving or whatever the hell this spell is. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Did a lot of damage. 1,000. On my poor little Gobbo. Suck. Boar Boys versus Reavers. Boar Boys win, especially if they get the charge off. There goes 1 Goblin Archer. What's it gonna cost him? Everything. Everything. Another Reaver being summoned. Although we have the Fanatics to chew away at these white lines of Krace, and we enrage one of the poor, undefenseless Shadow Warriors? Yeah, got one of the Shadow Warriors, and they're gonna eat arrows for days. Reavers coming in, not getting the best charge because of their spears kind of in the way too, and one of the Fanatics is just waiting. The other one's getting there. Watch the white lines of Krace absolutely disappear. Holy crap. Already cut in half. Less than half. And then they got a fight too. Here come the loons from my other Fanatics, and they just chew through the lines. Yeah, we lose the Boar Boys, but that's 3 units for 1 loon. That's insane value. That right there just equaled everything out. So all we gotta worry about are the archers, so we just march on through. Altharion is going to take forever to kill 1 unit. He's got to use his Mistwalkers, which replenishes every 60 seconds, I want to say? 45 seconds? Somewhere in that ballpark. It takes him a while to replenish, so it's going to... We got time. Here comes the Mistwalkers, does some damage. He terror routes him off. That's great. He's got to do that 19 more times if he wants to be worth it. By then, we're probably going to move on up. We got some Goblin Wolf Archers recapturing there. Yes, we're triple cap, but not for long. Not for long. Just gonna reintroduce me over here. And Dragon Princes suck, but they're not the end of the world. You put enough arrows down on them, and they'll go bye-bye. Hopefully, that's the plan. Goofy Mistwalker's Barrage. Yep, we recapture that point easy. We're gonna get the side point here. Just keep sending in Boar Boys. And keep swinging in those loons. The loons, though, a lot of friendly fire damage. That's a bit of a mistake on my part. But we can live with it. Try to put arrows into Altharion. Either force him to heal the Dragon Princes or himself. It's not going to be easy, either or. I want to jump on the Dragon Princes, but yeah. Altharion kind of makes it awkward. Oh, those loons absolutely destroyed those spears. Now we can really move up. And with only Altharion and the Dragon Princes isolated, it's actually not the worst position, as we're going to be getting a triple cap soon over him now. We got pure map control. 13 units of 22. Loons just destroying the Reavers. Oh, I love it. Because Fanatics are not only great into infantry, but fantastic into any cav that decide they want to stick around. Boar Boys into Silver Helms, that's going to be an easy trade up. Although the Boar Boys are kind of cut in half already. Dragon Princes coming back in. Good use of Dragon Princes. Here's a mistake I made. I tried to surround Altharion thinking I can get him, which is Boar Boys. And that's a bit of a mistake. The boar boys are not ideal into doing that. I need something like the ROR river trolls, the swamp things. Or just river trolls, or any trolls in general to come swing them out. Because they will beat SEs quite handily. Or get a spider. Spider with the poison anti-large will do fantastic. Deleted those reavers. Now we're just going to ping pong into the shadow warriors and walkers. And just keep them isolated. Keep them going. We don't care for trading down into the reavers as long as we can get the boar boys in there. And yeah, you see how Eltharian's just waiting for his Mistwalker's barrage. I should have these boar boys deleting these lines back here instead of trying to pick a fight with Eltharian. Because like I said earlier, Eltharian takes too long to kill. He really relies on the Mistwalkers to get anything done. And this was my mistake. Otherwise, yeah, and I get greedy. I'm trying to get Eltharian, trying to enrage him. Get his Dragon Princes. Maybe get some arrows in there. If I actually take those arrows and put them into the Dragon Princes, probably would have been way easier for me. He's got to send Reavers over there instead of protecting his lines of arrows. And here's another blunder I made. I sent my Lord out there. He capitalizes on it. Although he doesn't kill him, but still, a bit of a mistake on my end. I didn't need to do that. I could have just had him babysit Eltharian and the Dragon Princes over here. And we are doing some damage, though. It's not ideal for Eric the Horrendous. Triple cap has been going our way. Reaver's not being that big of a issue over on the side yet. And we get rid of Rangers for our problems. Now it's just ping-ponging the boar boys around here on these white lines and such. Eltharian's trying to get rid of my war boss. We hit him with the Tormentor Sword so we can get away. Finally bringing my caster, the giant river troll hag. Only bringing Buna with her, which I feel like I had the 100 points, so I could have actually brought Spear Leech as well. And now I'm kind of regretting not having the Spear Leech because Eltharian's at half. I don't know how much wins he has, but it can't be that much if he's still got these Dragon Princes back here. And yeah, with me being as... yeah, I should have spread out these units. I thought I still had Loons on the Fanatics so I can get rid of these Phoenix Guard quick enough. But yeah, not ideal. Especially with the... what are those? Yeah, Larian Reaver still around. Definitely not ideal. Trying to put arrows down on Eltharian, he's still trying... and these Dragon Princes just won't go away. I put so many arrows into these bastards. They still don't want to go. We send Boar Boys onto the side to reinforce our triple cap. I don't know if this is the right play. I probably could have just left them here with these and had the Wolf Riders go retake while the Boar Boys come reinforce in the middle here. I should just be bringing a lot of my forces back because he's going to get so much value out of it. Overall, it's not the end of the world. It's not looking great for me. Yeah, it's just keeping Eltharian alive and not taking the right calls. Although these arrows are doing fantastic. He's been putting a lot of time into them. Hopefully we can get rid of these Reavers with one Loon down the pipe, and it definitely works. So now Eltharian's by himself. Although I should get my... yeah, my War Boss. Gotta get him out of there. He's not looking too good. He's only 1450 on his mount and all the abilities I gave him, so it's not the end of the world. If I lose him, it's just having the rest of my army still around, hopefully, by the time all this happens. Black Orcs, though, I kind of don't like the Black Orcs here. If anything, I really should have more Boar Boys. Big guns to come in, use the weight. I just saw the Mistwalker's barrage, so I could have easily had them surround and keep Eltharian there and get rid of him after. Although the Reavers here are doing fantastic work at double teaming the Boar Boys. Ugh. But like I said, if I had had the big guns, I think I'd get Eltharian quite handily. Especially if I hit Spear Leech too, because here come the Reavers from before. And yeah, it's just a wrong call and a bad play on my end. Not having Boar Boy big guns. I figured Boar Boys would be, just 4 Boar Boys would be enough in the Boar Tusk mob. I was very wrong. Here come more boar boys now. Trying to finish off the job over here, although they are a bit isolated. Should just come over here. The only thing I have for a saving grace is the hag, and she's going to use Buna on the Phoenix Guard. Oh, I forgot it's 18 seconds. Man, that's a lot of damage. And it's a Black Orc set. It's not going to be fun for them. He uses Apotheosis on top, which is fine. We can get some free hits with the hag as well until the Black Orcs come in. And what are those? More Reavers, Silver Helms coming off, doing a downhill charge. Ooh. No, those are the Dragonborn. Dragonborn, the Fire Princes. The Fireboard. Look how low Eltharion is. Man, he is ready to get cooked. More boar boys. If I can pick up these 2 Reavers, that's fantastic. Then I can send them back over here. All we gotta deal with over here is some Phoenix Guard. Eltharion. Really? Rangers aren't too bad. Not too great. But man, these Fireboard are gonna be a pain. And that's why I brought the lady there. Fanatics getting a great loon on the Phoenix. And these Fireboard are just not having a good time. Though we almost get Eltharion. Yeah, the Spear Leech would have been fantastic. Really dropping Eltharion here. We know he doesn't have that much WOM. He used Apotheosis on the Phoenix Guard already. And yeah. But yeah, if I had the boar boys over here, I think it would have been fine. But he would have the Reavers over here anyways, too. Another Fanatic would be great right here with all these units piled in. Would have absolutely destroyed so much. But yeah, I think that's gonna be bad. The only saving grace right now is maybe having the Lord come back and owning on these 2 sides. And getting a good charge off. We are ahead. If he retakes the 1, that's fine. We still have 2. We have time. We can wait on it. Maybe get a good pickup here on these Reavers. We got 3 boar boys to work with. He gets a bit of a good charge off, but we get to hammer him in the rear. And so we sandwich, and that should get rid of him pretty quick. Not a great charge from either of us, though. And another Reaver, another Reaver. Speaking of Reavers, these ones are somehow beating back the Goblins. Although the Goblins don't have a Lord, that makes sense. And here come the Fireborn. Ugh. Stupid stinky elves. And here comes the Lord. Although, maybe unsummoning wasn't the right call. Yeah, that probably was the right call. I need to get units back in the pool and get some points in. Goblins aren't going to be doing that much once they take a nasty charge here. And with these boar boys going, if they go, I'm pretty much cooked. And it's looking like the case. I'm not going to have much here. Probably should have retreated them, but even if I did, I don't think I was going to rock it out long enough. GG's, Eric. GG's. Yeah, a few mistakes here or there. Overextending, losing the Lord early. Other than that, chasing Eltharion and not having Spear Leech, and probably bringing in Black Orcs. I really don't need the Black Orcs here. They're fine, but Boar Bigums, I think, are the call to deal with Silver Helms and the Fireborn. At least help out with them. I brought the Spider just in case he brought Double Phoenix. Wants to try doing that. And yeah, Double Phoenix would have actually been better into my build. There's an argument I could have just brought the nasty little giant spider come deal with Eltharion. I think that would have been fine too. But yeah, GG's everybody, GG's. If you guys liked the video, please like, sub, follow me on YouTube. We're on the road to 2,000. Come join me when we have our tournaments on the stream. Whether it's a join in or just show some love. I appreciate both. Alright, with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.